This is KVUE News Daybreak.
President Donald Trump's main tool for communicating with the public is Twitter. The tweet he posted last night raising many questions and the president's response to all the confusion.
I'm a comic. I cross the line. I move the line, then I cross it. I went way too far.
The gruesome photo comedian Kathy Griffin is apologizing for and why it's getting the attention of the Secret Service.
And a comment about calling ICE led to a shoving match at the state capitol. What federal immigration officials are revealing about that comment. Good Wednesday morning to you, and thank you for joining us for Daybreak. It is now 6 a.m. I'm Brian May.
And I'm Yvonne Nava. Let's take a live look outside this morning. Another day to carry around the hairspray, and more rain could be on the way today. Erica Lopez has more.
Love that shot. Isn't that so gorgeous? Sun is about to rise here in about 30 minutes, and we're talking rain shower chances southwest of our viewing area. Some rain is heavy at times where we see yellow and reds on radar, and also some light showers developing in our viewing area, mainly for southern Hays and southern Caldwell County. Luling, you've been battling some just light rain. Again, it's gloomy out there. We're not talking heavy, severe weather in our forecast this morning, but keep in mind a spotty shower is possible for your morning commute. Temperatures in the 70s and 60s right now. Coolest spot has been in the hill country, lower 60s, 68 in Giddings, Lockhart right now. That rain's helping you guys stay in the 60s. Also about 68 degrees is what we're tracking. Here's your rush hour forecast for your morning commute. Spotty showers are possible, especially the further south you are and also across the hill country. Then a 30% chance of a possible shower for your afternoon commute. Not on the heavy side. The good news is all the clouds and rain chances are going to help keep our temperatures under average in the mid to upper 80s. Turning things over to Anna Reyes. She has the latest on traffic this morning.
Thank you, Erica. Good morning. This is a live look. KVUE staff is on the scene. We have crews on the scene right now of the main water break that I've been reporting on. This was reported on over an hour ago. You can see the lanes are affected, but you can still travel through them. So let's go ahead and see how exactly it's going to affect your commutes. Traffic is being diverted, starting at Bull Creek Road all the way up to Chaparro Trail. So this is where traffic is being diverted. Now, if you are trying to avoid this completely, I would suggest for you to take 35th Street up to Shoal Creek Boulevard, especially since rush hour traffic is well underway and you're trying to get on the road. Mopac northbound, if you exit 35th Street, this will get you back on track. This is a live look at I-35. You can see rush hour well underway. I-35 at East Bend White, St. John's Avenue. Drive safe, guys. Yvonne, Brian, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much. Developing overnight, a massive explosion in the Afghan capital leaves more than 80 people dead and hundreds more injured this morning. It happened in a highly secure diplomatic area of Kabul. The area is considered Kabul's safest, with foreign embassies protected by dozens of 10-foot-high blast walls and government offices. Officials are calling it a targeted attack that began with a suicide car bombing. As of now, no groups have claimed responsibility for the blast.
A shakeup continues in the White House this morning. President Donald Trump's closest confidants are becoming the focus of the expanding Russian investigation. Retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn has agreed to provide some documents to a Senate committee. The developments come as the investigation into Russia's influence in the 2016 presidential election reaches closer to the president. ABC's Kenneth Moden explains more of his staff members in the crosshairs.
This morning, Trump advisors under the congressional microscope.
It's going really well.
Ex-National Security Advisor Michael Flynn will now give up some documents in the Senate's expanding investigation into Russia's election meddling. A source tells ABC News a narrow subpoena made it easier for Flynn to cooperate without waiving his Fifth Amendment rights.
Mr. Michael Cohen.
The congressional probe also now focused on President Trump's confidant and personal attorney Michael Cohen. Cohen told ABC News he declined an invite to testify, saying the request was poorly phrased, overly broad, and not capable of being answered.
I would say to Mr. Cohen that we will issue a subpoena and he will be compelled to come and speak.
The Senate also wants to question former White House and campaign aide Boris Epshteyn.
We love Trump.
But the president's son-in-law and advisor, Jared Kushner, is under increased scrutiny. Investigators want to know why he met secretly in December with officials at the New York branch of a Russian bank, previously known as a U.S. base for Kremlin spies. The White House asked if or when Trump knew Kushner was trying to set up back channels with Russia before taking office.
I think that assumes a lot, and I would just say that Mr. Kushner's attorney has said that Mr. Kushner has volunteered to share with Congress what he knows about these meetings.
The White House did not deny Kushner tried to set up secret communications, only pointing to the top administration officials who say back channels are an appropriate part of diplomacy. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I ask your forgiveness.
That's comedian Kathy Griffin issuing an apology to the world this morning for sharing a photo of her holding a bloody, decapitated head of President Trump. Obviously, it was a mock head. We are unable to show the photo due to its graphic content, but if you want to see it, we have it on our website, KVUE.com. And while Griffin apologized, the photographer says he has no regrets. And coming up in our next half hour, that picture is getting a lot of people talking. We're going to tell you how people on both sides of the aisle are responding.
A lot of people talking about this one, too. One of President Trump's favorite ways to communicate, of course, is through Twitter. But a tweet posted overnight had some people scratching their heads this morning. President Trump tweeted, quote, "Despite the constant negative press," and then the word you see there, COVFEFE. That's the entirety of the tweet. The tweet immediately went viral with the word trending on Twitter and Facebook this morning. The president now answering those burning questions, tweeting out just after 5 a.m. today, quote, "Who can figure out the true meaning of the word? Enjoy," he says. With the end of the 85th Texas legislative session, several bills now await Governor Greg Abbott's signature into law. Today, the governor is expected to finalize legislation to reform the state's child welfare system. KVUE's Corey Coffin joins us now live at Child Protective Services headquarters with how these measures will help protect kids. Corey?
Well, good morning to you, Brian. A handful of bills expected to be signed into law by the governor today regarding CPS. The bills come from both the House and Senate and have been highly anticipated since issues with the child welfare system have been top of mind for years now. Many have been pushing for an overhaul of CPS in general and the welfare system after several cases were found to be mismanaged. In extreme instances, a few of those cases resulted in the child's death. CPS workers have testified that they're overburdened with cases and more recruitment is needed. There's also a shortage of foster homes. So Abbott will be looking over House Bills 4, 5, and 7, as well as Senate Bill 11 today. Now, by signing these bills into law, Child Protective Services hopes to have a greater flexibility to place more children with relatives and move toward a community-based system. And CPS will also get more funding to address staffing issues. The governor says he plans to look over those and sign them into law at 10 a.m. today here at CPS headquarters. Live this morning for KVUE News, I'm Corey Coffin. Guys, back to you.
Well, an Austin man is facing charges this morning for the death of his 2-year-old son. This man, 23-year-old Raimundo Silva Salas, is charged with injury to a child with serious bodily injury. On May 24th, Travis County Sheriff's Office officials say they received a call. Salas' 2-year-old wasn't breathing. He told officers that he had seen the toddler coughing and choking, so he put him on the couch and called the boy's mother. When she got home, she said the 2-year-old wouldn't respond. He was rushed to Dell Children's, where he was declared brain dead. The toddler had a hemorrhage on the left side of his head, bruises on his abdomen, and evidence of serious internal injury.
Baylor University doubling the number of counselors they have on campus. They're also hiring more police officers to help the campus improve its response time to accusations of sexual assault. The move comes as the university struggles to improve its image after that major sex assault scandal rocked the football program last year. Employees at a cafe in Wimberley out of a job this morning after a fire destroyed their place of business yesterday morning. We told you about that as breaking news on Daybreak yesterday. Officials still trying to figure out what caused the fire. Fire started around 2 a.m. yesterday morning while the owners of the Cypress Creek Cafe were able to get out safely. Their dog and 2 cats did not make it out. Now that the cafe is gone, many employees trying to figure out what they'll do next for income.
It's just a real shame that this morning a lot of those friends of mine have now lost an income. And we're talking people who have children and husbands and wives and families and houses themselves that you know, they're now waking up to realize that they're going to have to find another way to take care of that.
The fire caused approximately $750,000 in damage. One of the employees saying he plans to work with the community to put together a fundraiser for the owner's family.
6:09, officials at Seton Healthcare are working to protect their patients' information after they discovered suspicious activity within their computer network. Seton has shut down 3,600 devices to protect patient and hospital data from a virus. Operations should be back to normal by tonight. Let's take a look at our forecast, see what's shaping up out there with Erica Lopez. How's it looking?
Well, mostly cloudy skies to kick off our Wednesday. The second half of the work week, it's going to be a little bit rainier than the first half. Better rain shower chances. We're seeing some rain develop in our southern counties right now. Just gloomy and kind of a sticky start to your morning with dew points still in the mid to upper 60s. Temperatures near 70, so almost a repeat of yesterday's morning forecast. But what we're seeing are some rain showers now developing southwest of our viewing area. Moderate rainfall just south of I-10 and west of San Antonio. But here's the light rain I'm talking about that is in our viewing area for Caldwell County, Luling. It's been a good 20 minutes or so that you've seen some of that light moderate rain push north. San Marcos also some spotty showers out there. So not expecting heavy rain whatsoever, and it should not last that long. But keep in mind some of those spotty showers could develop. So we're calling it a 30% chance of those showers developing in your viewing area. A very light, calm east wind will be in place all day also. But rain shower chances increase tonight into tomorrow to about a 40 to 50%. I'll break down the details on who can expect what in the next 24 hours in the full forecast. Guys, back to you.
Erica, thank you. Starting today, Austin City Council will meet to discuss the city's initiative to rewrite the land development code in Austin. They'll look over Code Next, which aims to simplify requirements for what, where, and how much can be built in Austin. The code also seeks to provide solutions for major issues like affordable housing challenges. A meeting will be held today at Council Chambers at Austin City Hall. It'll take place from 1 to 3 p.m. 3 more meetings will take place next month. Amazon paying customers back millions of dollars after their kids made purchases on their devices. How to find out if you'll get a check.
And people jumping into action after this police patrol car falls into a creek. What the officer is saying this morning.